contact me, Marie Kondo. That's her name, right? Kondo?
Yeah.
Marie Kondo.
Marie,
Yeah.
Marie
Kondor.
Yeah.
She's actually Marie Kondo will help you clean out your nest and then scream.
Show and Sell.
Hello and welcome to Show and Sell, the show that celebrates digging through other people's trash. Hello, Trash Dragons. My name is Chris, Trash Dragon of the West. This is my guitar, Mr. Blankenship.
Hi, Mr. Blankenship.
He says hello back and says you should like, share, and subscribe. Oh, and reminded me that I sell media on eBay and Discogs, mostly.
I'm Katie, and I'm Trash Dragon of the South, and I agree with Mr. Blankenship. You should also like, share, and subscribe. And I sell mostly clothing and accessories, but I'm always on the hunt for anything unique, sparkly, and a little bit spooky.
And I'm Joe, Trash Dragon of the East, and I agree with Katie and Mr. Blankenship. And Chris is oddly silent on this point of liking, sharing, and subscribing. He seems to not want you to like, share, and subscribe. However, the rest of us all think you should. Chris is outvoted. Mr. Blankenship, Katie, and I all think you should like, share, and subscribe.
And if you do, you're just spiting me.
Listen.
Well,
as somebody
you could either do it to gain the favor of Joe, Katie, and Mr. Blankenship, or to spite me. So, a lot of good reasons to like, share, and subscribe.
I've known Chris for nearly 25 years. It's nearly a quarter century. And let me tell you something. There's no joy quite like the joy of spiting Chris. It's so fun. So go nuts, I say. And I just want to say that also I sell a little bit of everything in a lot. And if there's a lot of something, I want it.
Anything sell that you've shown on the show recently?
I've sold 2 of my office chairs so far. Sold.
Who?
I've given one away. One I have to deliver on Wednesday to Brooklyn to an old colleague, friends and family discount. Another one went to I think I told you about that. I sold one to a coworker's. That's 2, and I have a third in my booth, and I have like 2 more in my van. My sister-in-law gets one as well. So, and that's so I've made my money back and made a profit, and I'm thrilled about this chair purchase. And if some just don't sell, I'm just going to get the ones with the best arms and get the wheels off of them and just start piecing them out and selling like a replacement chair seat for this because I figure there's probably a market for that as well.
Sure.
Actually, that's a great idea. That's a really good idea.
We are going to move on to our first segment, which is Thing That Brought You Joy.
The thing that brought you joy.
Thing that brought you joy. Let's go classic. Katie, you first. Looking good in a turtleneck.
In a turtleneck.
Looking good.
Sorry. This is a labor of love. I got this jacket about 5 years ago. I got this during COVID when I was doing a lot of online resale shopping and getting pretty good at it. One of my common searches is fringe, and we just see what happens.
Sure.
I also love fringe almost as much as I love sparkly stuff. And if it's beaded or sequined fringe,
Ooh,
the best.
What if
I get very excited about fringe.
Yeah, ladies who like to dance especially love fringe just because of how it
which
moves.
is ironic because I'm not a big dancer, but
you were in a dance troupe.
I did.
It
was the irony of my life. We'll never know. We'll never be able to discuss. I have a best friend who is a dancer, and she ropes me into a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is the brand is Lariat.
Professional good sport.
And it
Katie.
is from the 80s.
Oh, wow. The V.
Damn.
A suede, sort of soft suede Western jacket. So Here's the deal. It has a lot of fringe, but I wanted it to be sparkly fringe. And I don't know if this is going to show up. I might have to do it. But I have been systematically painting the fringe with glitter. So.
Nice.
About every other one is done.
You might have to take a picture of that.
I will. It's the taupe iridescent glitter. It looks just sort of like
The
it's
jacket,
not
but
the
glitter?
normal glitter. It's not like the glitter you would buy at the craft store. I sort of went in hunt of this glitter, but every other fringe is about from 3/4 down glittered, and so it shimmers when it shakes. Now, it's going to be for sale, but I have had a lot of fun because it was my first. It was my first attempt at trying, seeing how glitter paint would work on suede, and it worked great. The only thing that makes me sad about this jacket is when I bought it, the girl that I bought it from sent me a message and said it was her mom's in high school. And she was really happy it was going to a good home. But I think her mom would be jazzed that I have sparklified it. I've done nothing else to the jacket. All I've done is add pizzazz.
Yeah.
Can I get agreement that
Yes,
that is okay?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I were, I imagine she'd be out back smoking cigarettes with the other kids, being like, "Whoa, I have that jacket, but it's not as cool as that one." So
That's got zazz.
It's got zazz, I tell you. Also, I will give you the name of where I bought this glitter, this very specific kind of glitter below, because it is a small business called Glitter Lambs, and she did this whole sort of spooky series, and so all of the glitters have this. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost it's backed in like an iridescent silver, so it shines more than regular glitter that you've seen, and it's very, very small.
Wow.
And so it almost is a dust when you paint it on, but the effect is you wouldn't know what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thought I may have showed you this, but I sent it around and nobody recognized it, so I'm going to show it now. I bought a bunch.
We're going to have to act surprised.
Yeah.
What is this?
It is a bunch of art. Well, I bought a bunch of art at a sale about a month and a half ago, and this is. It's got on the back. It says "The Devil," circa 1925. And then it also is from Frame Express in London. And the picture is a devil. Actually, you know what? The back is loose, so I'm just going to take it out so that it doesn't reflect in the glass. And I'll show you. It's this ink drawing of a devil, and it's just like incredibly detailed.
Wow.
And it is very like very fine lines, a lot of like pointillism. It's pretty incredible.
Pointillism?
Yeah. Did I say? Yeah. It is pointillism. Yes.
Where the Seurat painting where you put the little dot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you zoom way in, I don't know if you can see that it's just got like so much like small.
That's so cool. So who drew it? Who's the artist?
It's unsigned. My hope, honestly. So it got a little damage, in the lower left corner, but not a big deal.
But it's an original?
It is an original. It does not seem to be like I took it out to look at it, and it's like, yeah, this is original ink. It's not a print. It's not a lithograph. And my hope was that. I mean, this would be honestly, it would be a little bit it would be very on the nose. But there's an occult painter in England, painter and artist who worked in ink and paper, but I don't know if he did anything of this. Like he was a little bit more broad detail. He didn't get the specific, but his name is Austin Osman Spare, and I was hoping that I could do some research, and I would, if it was his, it would be occultists love the work of Austin Osman Spare. And so I'm hoping. I mean, it's like a 1 in 1,000 chance that it would be, but still, the date lines up. It's London, that lines up. So maybe, but anyway,
that's awesome.
But it's also very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Little on the nose to be to be an occultist, but we'll see. Anyway, Chris, what about you? What's your item of joy?
Well, Katie's was a labor of love, and this was, I believe, a labor of Hercules. I'm joking. This was although I know it took a while to write this. This is Joe and I have a friend named Jason Roeder.
Oh, right on.
I bought I bought this new, so it's not a thing. I was just going through my books last night and was just like, oh yeah, no, it's a really funny book about grief. One of the best covers in the world, a fist punching a gravestone
Yeah.
through a gravestone, and it's called Grief Strike. Jason Roeder. There's stones and crows fleeing, and it's a high recommend. It brings me joy to bring attention to Jason's work as one of the finest comedy minds I know.
He was nominated. I believe that was nominated for a Thurber Thurber Prize for comedy.
I believe so as well. He was, and he's written stuff for McSweeney's. He wrote with us at The Onion. He wrote with us at Adult Swim. He has, he has written for a bunch of stuff since then.
Thud.com.
Huh?
Thud.com.
Yeah, he was a...
the less said, the better.
Yeah, fair enough. And we'll tell you later, Katie.
Okay.
But it's, I just saw it and I was like, oh, yeah, no, this is a great book. It's been a while. And it's been out for a couple of years. But I bought it at Skylight Books here in Los Angeles. And so he got one of my dollars, at least. We're going to move on to the next segment. Unearthed Treasure.
Unearthed Treasure.
All right, Unearthed Treasure. The topic is family. Joe, what do you know?
Joe's building something.
Yeah, he's always building.
I'm making price tags out of an old Donovan record. So yeah, here we go.
Which album?
Yeah, I think it must have been one of his first ones. I don't even remember the name of it. Before I started, it's this one. If you can,
that doesn't narrow it down.
It's blurgly gurgly man.
Something British and kind of cottagecore.
That actually goes exactly well with my Unearthed Treasure. Of which, what's our theme today? Family.
Yeah.
So when I think of family, I think of family portraits, and I also think of which this is a little bit sideways. I think of family portraits, which also make me think of school portraits, which you have like when you go to somebody's house and they have like the big
school bus.
Or it's a school bus, or it's just like a bunch of circles cut out of the mat, and you just stick the like. So it's a school portrait, but this. So I thought about this, but I found this at a yard sale. I think it was like a year and a half ago, and it is not. I'm all art guy today. It is a painting of. It is a portrait of a school portrait. Is a painting of a school portrait
with the laser background.
With the laser
background. Now, I would say make me an offer, but I've already promised this over a year ago. I promised this to a friend of the show, Nick Pruer, and I just have to remember to get it to him. Yeah. So
I just saw a friend of the show, Nick Pruer, at the Found Footage Festival that I went with Marianne.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I saw Joe and Nick Pruer, friends of the show.
That is a phenomenal.
This picture is so great. It's like it's phenomenal. Oh gosh, jeez Louise. That would have been bad if I had given it to him. This because it also has my original Social Security card stub and it has my number on it too. So
Joe,
you know how that fell in there. Yikes. Yee.
Have a box where you put important documents in. For God's sake.
I mean that's
what about in random paintings. Jeez, Louise, Joe.
Be like everyone else. Like I have 4 sealed brown cardboard boxes that all are marked important papers. Have any of them been opened in 3 moves? No. But they're all apparently important, so they have to keep getting moved. That's how that works.
I do like the very 70s, the very 1970s illustration on it. Like,
that's very cool.
Like nothing says 1970s more than that to me.
Yeah. It looks like that could be a cover to Up With People. Which is confusingly named in the more sarcastic 90s and aughts. But so what I have is...
Yes, Chris?
Something good, probably.
Yeah, hopefully. So
'Cause you
I
picked the theme.
so yeah. Well, so these are I got a bunch of these, and I was reminded because I sold one of them.
The quarterly?
This is the quarterly, York County, South Carolina, a publication of the York County Genealogical and Historical Society. So what these are like basically sort of, it's not exactly random, but it's just like Descendants of Alexander Campbell, Part 1. And it just kind of goes down the family tree. There's also this one, Freestone Frontiers. I got 2 stacks of these. I've got a bunch of these magazines. This is Quarterly of Freestone County Genealogical Society. And this one, I think, is the one that had, yep. It has, like, these are all the people in the county that were drafted.
Wow.
For World War II. World War I, 1918. Boys ordered to report for service. I just sold a 4-pack magazine, or a lot of 4, for like $25. And so I was starting to begin. I was just like, this was a mistake. And I bought a lot. It's about like that thick. Probably like I've got about 20 of these left.
How long ago did you buy them?
Not that long. It was like last 4 months, but
so that's not bad.
Yeah,
it's like
sometimes you get a little, especially if it's big. You're like, is this going to move? Like I do love making weird swings, and I love handmade scientific journals. Like someone who just did this as a passion
labor of
project.
love.
Yeah, it's just like, this is like, I love when you see someone wrote a guide to the snakes of Southern California, and
right,
or like, here's all the places they found gold in Southern, like Northern California or wherever. And it's typewritten, and it's photocopied and stapled together and mailed out, and there's something like a little magical about that someone was just like, if you want to know about York County, like if you lived in York County, then this is, I think, South Carolina. Hit him up for you. It's maybe one of them is about you.
It reminds me of the estate sale find I got at I think it was for Greene County, or ended up buying 2. Was it 2 or 3? Either one. Large card catalogs. They were full of index cards, and each one of them had a Francis. No, enough. Come on,
Francis.
Anyway, each one had like a name and a date of death typed on it, hand typed. I could probably sell it if I just emptied out all the cards, but I don't want to, because I
would not feel good about emptying the cards.
No.
I understand that hesitation. That makes
you'll just make someone else do it for you.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I would. I also can't. I can't give away stuffed animals. I can't. I'm weird about certain things. I'm like, oh no, hurt their feelings. Yeah,
this might not be a surprise, but I am ruthless.
Yes, you are ruthless.
Doesn't spark joy? Gone. Contact me, Marie Kondo. That's her name, right? Kondo?
Yeah.
Marie Kondo.
Marie
Kondor.
Kondor.
Yeah. She's actually Marie Kondo. Marie Kondo will help you clean out your nest and then scream at you.
That's
it.
And eat your already dead goat.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So family. I also thought of portrait too. And so this one is. Oh, let me try to get away from the light. I'm gonna turn my light off. Okay. This is David Bowie and Angie Bowie.
Oh wow! Hell yeah!
And the reason that this is cool is because this was something that was printed in a newspaper.
Oh wow!
There is a seller on, and this is what just Oliver and I aspire to. This portrait. She's wacky. But
are you you are Angie Bowie and he is David Bowie, or
undecided?
vice versa? Okay.
And then, so I'm going to bring up this one because this is from the same. Oh boy, this is from the same seller on eBay, and this is Mark Bolan, and it's
Oh, wow.
20th Century Boy.
Oh wow,
Are those like
that is really.
So
that is
these
really
are
cool.
yeah, these are. There is a seller on eBay, and I hesitate to talk about it because it's such a but I think that they deserve a lot of props. I'll tell you the name in a second. Basically, what they have is I have thousands of vintage ads as other rare rock memorabilia. Sell only original ads from original magazines and newspapers, not copies, reprints, or repros. They are very, very fragile and cool and very affordable.
nice.
That's awesome.
Because
That's
I am
what a lot and stuff out. You get a whole thing of Rolling Stone magazines, cut it out, sell them.
and it's amazing because honestly, some of my favorite stuff has been from this seller on eBay, and I think that they are the best. It's Garden City Rock Shop. Here's just for example, this is an ELO from 1975.
Oh,
That's
nice.
just one they have up right now, and it's 1975 promo advert. This is $5.99. $5.99.
But not framed.
Not framed. You frame it yourself, but they have Bauhaus. I mean, there's just this seller has some of the coolest stuff and some really, really cool rock memorabilia. But when I discovered them, I just got, because I was looking, I always find a lot of frames, but sometimes it's hard to find stuff to put into the frames. And this was just a gold mine of stuff.
There's
really cool if you like classic rock, especially. It's great. Or anything London, they have some really great, Queen adverts and things from the year. Like it's really, it's special. So, anyways, I say family because that's our family portrait. We have it hanging right when you walk in our front door.
Oh, awesome.
It's always there. It's been there since I got it.
Incredible.
Let's move on to our next and final segment, which is Joe.
Tales from the Flypt!
Tales from the Flypt. Tales from the Flypt. So, all right, Tales from the Flypt. We're keeping with the family theme, which is, did your grandparents collect or thrift? And if so, do you have a memory of their favorite item or your favorite items? Why don't I go first? What I remember is my grandmother kind of had the classic Hummel figurine and set. Like she had a. Do you know what I'm talking about? Hummels.
No,
very much. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe knows. I think might be a little bit more of a Midwestern kind of Eastern European thing. It's just like little like ceramic figures, kind of
cute. They're like
yes, I've seen them. Okay, yes,
you might not know what
little
they're
Hansel
called.
and Gretel type people.
Yeah, exactly. Like kind of cutesy, farmy, like small, like kind of evoking small towny Europe-y kind of things. And I
a lot of kids with lederhosen for some reason. And they still kind of sell weirdly, but they're not like they're not as collectible as they once were. But there are still people that buy them and collect them, and I'm shocked when it happens.
It was sort of the Beanie Baby of the 1950s and 60s.
No.
I don't know if that's true, but like I feel like a lot of like Midwest grandparents had them and were just like, this is going to be worth $1 million, and it's just like it was not. Who needs to go next? Who wants to go next? Who craves it?
I don't have any memories. So Joe, you go. My grandpa used to dumpster dive, and I remember hearing stories about it, and I thought it was very cool. And he'd get up really, really early in the morning.
Oh wow!
And he was a dumpster guy. He would go pull stuff out of people's dumpster. And my grandma didn't like it.
And like nothing got passed down, or
No.
You don't remember?
No.
All right.
Nothing got passed down. Most of the stuff he would pull out to give to people at the church. He was and this was in Santa Barbara, so actually he probably got some great stuff. They lived in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, that's a big money spot. So your grandparents lived in Santa Barbara?
Yeah, he was a teacher there. He was a World War II pilot, and it was just like he was also an orphan. So like his mentality was like save money. like you don't need new. And I don't know. I wonder if that's a little bit where it came from too. Might be genetic, but he would get up. So, I mean, when it was dark to go in the dumpsters. I really wish I'd asked him more about it. It's something I really regret because it's fascinating. I bet he found some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked your mom whether, like, because I only have one thing from my grandpa, which is his German shaving kit that he got from World War II.
That's really neat. No, my mom has some things.
Okay.
I'm sure I will have them. I just don't have.
But you don't know what they are that your mom got from her.
No,
dad.
I know my mom has. I know my mom has some military stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I know she has. I feel like she has an item of clothing. Francis has the cry of a baby.
Yeah.
I know.
It's really cute. Do you have grandparents that thrifted, Joe?
They didn't really. My grandma, my mom's mom. I didn't really spend. I mean, my dad's parents,
or had a collection.
Not really.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like nothing that they seemed to be extra proud of. Or my grandfather was always my dad's dad was always woodworking. He was always like making stuff and like building things, and so he was like, he was just kind of like handyman crafting stuff. And my mom's parents, they didn't really have any like collections per se. They had like a nice china cabinet that had some stuff in it, but I don't remember what it had. There's nothing really eye-catching or fantastic.
Right.
So I'm gonna put. Boy, he's a real pill today.
Worm.
I love the collections, though. I think they're so cool. I wish, like, it makes me want to get a collection of something so I can pass it down. But I mean, I'm collecting clothing, but it's not the same as like figurines. I love to see people with them.
If you only had thrifted things to give to people.
Kind of. I don't know. I wouldn't mind a collection of spoons. I don't want to do it, but I would like them.
Right.
I would probably try to buy that if I saw somebody's spoon collection or thimble collection at the Goodwill.
I mean, like the decorative spoons or the
that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah,
fancy
souvenir
silverware.
spoons, mini spoons.
Yeah,
Paris, Tulsa,
Tulsa.
I was saying Paris, Tulsa. All the different places you go on vacation.
This is how they sound in Tucson, Arizona. So we are. I think we did it.
I think we did.
And also, my computer is running out of battery, so we are going to finish the song that everyone loves. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, hit it, Krowski. Yeah.
Thank you for watching Show and Sell. If you remember, hit like, share, subscribe. But if you don't, everything is gonna be alright. And if you do, things are gonna be a little bit brighter for us. There's an algorithm controlling all of our lives. Thank you for watching Show and Sell. If you remember, ring the bell. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Yay, thank you.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody.